up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Kimbo Slice and Daniel Cormier. Well, Daniel Cormier is inching closer to the end of his professional career. Those are his words, not mine. But this is a man who may just go down as the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time. He became a simultaneous two-division champion when he beat Stipe Miocic. That was July of 2018. And tonight, Daniel Cormier looks to continue what is one of the best legacies the sport of mixed martial arts has ever seen.
Daniel Cormier is one of the best wrestlers to ever compete in the UFC's heavyweight division, and with that work ethic, he has brought his striking up to an elite level as well. He is amongst the very best in the sport.
Well, a few years ago, he was brawling in the backyard. Now he is on the UFC roster. Here he is, the internet sensation, Kimbo Slice. You know about the power, and he's worked very hard on the other mixed martial arts skills. We'll see if he can put that hard work in the gym into action in the octagon tonight.
This guy has ridiculous hand speed, lightning fast punches that come in absolutely swift combinations.
He been for all year, I put the rolling on. Trapping good all year, I put the rolling on. They parading in the streets, you gotta keep it drum. Say the prayer for my yacht, no he don't. The murder rate going up. I don't man his chin up. Get hit up on the neck up.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 3 years apart, some differences in height and reach as well. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, USA, Daniel D.C. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
All right, here we go. I am fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming, and they're finally going to get after it.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. Oh, straight right. Goes in and secures the takedown.
He postures into place. Look at that, full mount.
Well, you don't want to spend too much time fighting off of your back, Joe, but pretty good work here from the bottom by DC. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
In full guard here. He establishes back control. In the full mount.
Joe doing a nice job here staying busy from the bottom.
Daniel's gotten some posture here. He's up. He's gotten some space.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Good scramble.
Cormier's uppercut is blocked. Looked like for a minute he had a window there. It closed quickly.
Dropping down, looking for a single.
Cormier gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Now the hammer fist here by DC.
Posture's up here. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Very nice sweep, winds up in his guard. He's got his back.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Good control, posture's up.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Lands a good shot from the bottom. He's working from full mount again.
Cormier's hammer fist is blocked by the defense.
He's working from his back now. This is crazy. Now he gets the full mount again. He's posturing up here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Cormier ground and pound from half guard. Nice punch there by DC. Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
He's in half guard here. He's trying to pass here. He's back into side control here. Working for the Americana. Now from here, what he wants to do to secure the Americana is pull his opponent's elbow towards his body. That's when he can put leverage on the shoulder. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Side control again. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy.
Well, Joe, these ground strikes are really starting to pile up. That is it.
That's it! Wow! Wow! Man! And here's the end of the fight. Let's look at it from a different angle. Here it is one more time. Crank right on the jaw.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Cain is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 3 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Daniel D.C. Cormier.
All right, so another big win for Daniel Cormier here tonight. It's not always the prettiest thing, but it is certainly effective. He can wrestle. He's got a very opportunistic submission game. The takedown seems to always be there when DC needs to go to it. And I think the fight IQ is really what jumps out of the arena for me here tonight. This might be the smartest fighter on the roster. He's got the toughness to back it up. DC, perhaps a future UFC Hall of Famer, certainly getting the job done here tonight. It is a women's bantamweight matchup between Ronda Rousey and Cris Cyborg. And here is the undisputed UFC Women's Featherweight Champion, Cris Cyborg. She is as cerebral a fighter as she is strong. Every skill in the book is a skill that she possesses. Tremendous cardio as well. And when you're fighting 25 minutes every time out, that is a skill you need to lean on at times. Won't be an issue for Cris Cyborg if she has to visit those championship rounds here tonight.
This girl is a Muay Thai expert. Very, very high-level kickboxing skills with a full arsenal of striking techniques. She is deadly on the feet.
So February of 2013, UFC President Dana White finally took the plunge with women's MMA. Why? The answer right here in the flesh. Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Protect your arms, ladies. Protect your arms, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Trying to collect another arm here tonight as she works her way back into UFC bantamweight title contention.
Ronda Rousey was a bronze medalist in the Olympics in judo and has one of the best arm bars in the history of combat sports.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. 4 years apart with similar height and the same reach. We send it inside the octagon. We find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, the referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Huntington Beach, California, USA, Christian Cyborg Justino. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 12 wins, no losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Venice Beach, California, presenting the former UFC Women's Featherweight Champion of the World, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now. And lands a good shot. Showing that punch.
Kick to the body by Rousey.
Good shot.
Effective punch there by Cyborg. Rousey going for the takedown here. Nothing doing there, Joe.
Good shot.
Rousey going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land.
Big looping right hand.
Another left! She pummels, now she's got double underhooks, Joe.
Wow, that was a quick takedown.
Going for an arm bar now.
She's got that arm bar locked up. There's a lot of pressure on that arm. She might be forced to tap any second now.
And there's the tap.
Great job, didn't waste any time, took this fight to the ground and got the early submission.
Well, no doubt it was quick, and you knew if she could take this fight to the ground that her opponent was going to be in trouble. So the takedown comes early, and so does the submission win. You know she's got great instincts when it comes to finishing fights once she gets them to the canvas. Safe to say, mission accomplished for her here tonight.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there she is, your winner by way of submission. A huge result for her here tonight. And you got to think that'll mute some of the naysayers she had coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 12 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Rowdy Ronda Rousey!
All right, so congratulations to the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion Ronda Rousey, accomplishing tonight what a lot of people said she couldn't. Her entire MMA arsenal on full display. The results certainly speak for themselves. Not a belt tonight, but a huge, huge win for the future Hall of Famer, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
I came to do damage, not hurt anybody. In the same club that used to turf everybody. I put in 25 hours out, I worked everybody. Turned down big money, I know my worth.
All right, coming up next, it's a welterweight showdown between Conor McGregor and Robbie Lawler. Well, they just don't make fighters like this anymore. Here is the former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. First UFC champion from American Top Team, still going strong in the UFC. Has such a crowd-pleasing style. It's no wonder why his fan base has continued to swell over the last several years.
He's very athletic, has a ton of natural quickness. You can see it in the way he moves around the octagon. He's got fast feet and a lightning quick jab. He's a very difficult guy to counterfight. As soon as you see the shot coming, he's tagged you.
Well, just by nature of Conor McGregor returning to the UFC, tonight is one of the biggest nights in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Conor McGregor making his return after more than 600 days away. Of course, he dipped his toe into the boxing ring against Floyd Mayweather, but ultimately this is a mixed martial artist, and he is out to prove that he can return to the game the way he left it as the best fighter in the world.
Conor McGregor has that it factor, along with a fantastic and creative striking game, a very good ground game, and extreme confidence in himself. All these make for a fan-favorite combination.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. McGregor is 29, Lawler is 35. He is 2 inches taller, the reach is the same. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! Five rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 12 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Ruthless Robbie Lawler! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, commit to the rules of the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. On a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go. Well, how about the buzz in this arena as the notorious Conor McGregor makes his return to mixed martial arts competition here tonight? The question is, Joe, how will he start? Will he feel things out a little bit early and try to get his feet under him, or will he just try to find a home for that patented left hand? We shall see.
He's keeping his head protected here. Excellent blocking.
Joe, how does he approach this particular challenge tonight?
Robbie Lawler is a true knockout artist, and his kicks are especially powerful. Keep an eye out for those. He just whips that punch in. Didn't quite connect. Hard hook.
Flipped him with the jab. Trademark inside leg kick there by Conor. Oh, he found the target there, Joe. Nice punch.
Shot to the liver, he's stunned. You can tell that body shot hurt him bad.
Oh!
Beautiful body shot there, too. Hard straight punch. And there he swung with a haymaker. Huge hook. Body kick, look at that.
Right hand upstairs.
Caught him with a punch.
Goes for a single. 3 minutes to go.
Nice shot. And he's looking for that left.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Lawler. Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable to that jab by almost leaning into it right into his opponent's range. Got to find a way to move those feet and ultimately get that head off of the center line. Oh, judges had to like that uppercut. Lawler's got that over-under here in the clinch. Let's see what he can do with it.
They separate from the clinch. He's doing a great job of timing these shots.
Catches the leg there, but then lets it go. No harm, no foul. Try to establish that jab.
Throwing it to the body there.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Oh, that's a good strike there by Conor. Lawler's shot is blocked.
Trying to get a head kick in. That one hurt.
Oh, nice job there to land that body kick flush, and you can be sure there are plenty more where that came from.
Really missed with that right hand.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Pretty good shot there. Under a minute to go in round one.
Now he moves to full guard.
Lawler gets hit with a kick. He appears largely unfazed, but he doesn't want to take too many more of those, Joe.
Conor McGregor with a vicious leg kick.
Well, he gets cracked to the head there, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's almost moving into the strike at this point in time. You got to get that head off the center line.
Beautiful timing with the left hand.
Big left.
Eats a nice right hand.
Final seconds of round one.
Big straight punch. Man, what a round, what a round.
Listen, you got it. Really hurt him. He is still moving. There's no way he's going to recover. I need you to get out there and...
Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see it one more time.
Brittany Palmer in the building as usual. Second round underway.
You got tagged there.
Doing a nice job putting it all together.
Oh, that was a big one. That one landed hard.
Lawler gets caught with that punch.
Excellent job of timing these combinations.
Well, perhaps, Joe, he has so much respect for his opponent's takedown offense that is giving him pause when it comes to throwing his kicks because...
Wow! This could be it.
Oh, he might be out. He's got him hurt here.
Oh, very nice.
Well, the offense has been there. He is landing some good shots, but not really stringing them together and putting combinations on his opponent. He's got to mix up his strikes, change his tempo a little bit, and try to get his opponent out of there. Oh! And now he lands a combination.
This could be it right here. He is getting off some huge punches here. Oh, flipped him again. He's hurt. He's hurt. Nice takedown. He hits him with a hammer fist.
And really starting to make these shots count.
That's it. He's out.
And that's
He's
gonna
out.
do it.
Wow. To do that to such a durable guy, and to do it with such composure, the way he recognized he had him hurt, relaxed, kept his rhythm, and just dropped bombs, and then boom.
Yeah, Joe, safe to say he wasn't stalling or looking for a referee stand-up. He was looking to pound his opponent's head through the canvas, and he nearly did so with some of those hammer fists, man. He wasn't trying to score. He was trying to put an exclamation point on a most dominant performance here tonight, and he certainly did that as he ends the fight by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 49 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ruthless Robbie Lawler!
So congratulations are in order to the former UFC welterweight champion, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, still getting it done now, north of 35 years old. He took an extended break from the sport several years ago, and that appears to have paid dividends. Let's not forget, this is a pro career that dates to 2001, and here, 2 decades later, Ruthless Robbie Lawler still getting it done in the big show.
Left hand doing numbers, right hand doing work. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left be working in the right, coming right back.
All right, straight ahead, it is a middleweight championship fight between Robert Whittaker and Israel Adesanya. Representing Auckland, New Zealand, here is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. He comes to the octagon with a whole lot of kickboxing experience and success, and largely that is translated in the big show. He could have come to the UFC several years ago. He wanted to make sure that he was ready, and the early returns are that he is most definitely ready. The takedown defense has been tested early on in his UFC career. Largely, it has held up. Let's see if Israel Adesanya can excite the masses yet again tonight.
As he makes his way towards the cage, his preparation has been perfect. He is in fantastic shape, had an amazing camp, and he believes that he is in the perfect position to become the new champion of the world. As he steps into the octagon right now, he steps in with a champion's mindset.
So, Joe, we have arrived at our final order of business, the UFC middleweight championship fight, as the champ makes his walk to the octagon, brimming with confidence. And why not, given the way his last title defense went? We'll see if he can come through with another one here tonight against a challenger and #1 contender many believe right now could be the best guy in the world.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So 2 years, the gap in age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 15 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, fighting out of Sydney, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Robert Whittaker.
All right, this is for the championship bout. I want you guys to do a clean fight. Follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Good luck tonight. Touch gloves.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Here we go,
All right, here we go. The wait is over. The UFC's 185-pound title is up for grabs right here, right now. Opens with the left hand and lands flush.
That's again the experience.
Whitaker gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You gotta do better defensively. And he eats a right hand there.
Good defense there.
Trying to establish that jab once again. How about that shin? Also, he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here. Oh, nice job by him there to slip that off her. Whitaker gets hit by that leg kick.
Good shots by the champion. Oh! There's a nice exchange.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
High kick! Whoa! The champ is in big trouble. He's in deep danger right now. Who saw this coming?
Oh, he might be out. Landed that side kick attempt, Joe. Just misses with the straight right. Head off the center line, slips the punch. Whitaker gets absolutely pelted by that head kick. Just misses with the jab there. Oh, nice jab there by Adesanya.
Missed the mark. He's feinting with that punch, showing that punch. He's mixing things up really well, too, from the hands to the kicks to switching stances. He's feinting with the punch.
Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Adesanya. Oh, misses with the jab. "90 seconds remain in the round." Well, the kick lands to the head there, Joe, but I gotta say, he moved right into it. So let's see if he can make the adjustments, try to circle out, and at the very least get that guard up. Not a good look for him here.
Nice left kick to the body.
Whitaker gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there.
Come on, guys, let's move it, let's move it.
Under a minute to go.
Excellent feint with the kick.
Oh! He's got him hurt here. Oh!
Missed that shot. Nice.
So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Slips to avoid the right. Eats a jab there. Oh, big right hand might be the most significant strike of the fight. horn sounds for the end of round one.
Let's catch your breath. Heart rate's going down. Breathe. Doing good, man. Doing good. Now listen to me. Let's give him some air. Let's give him some...
Here's a look at some of the action here. Here's a perfect kick to the body. Here's a powerful punch that devastates. And here's a perfectly placed kick that really does damage.
Dariani Celeste in the building as usual.
Calm down, calm down. Breathe. You're doing fantastic. Now listen to me. I want you to do the same exact thing, but don't forget.
All right, round two.
Starting off this round, you gotta think he's probably still hurt from that last round. He's gonna want to move and avoid taking damage early.
Whitaker gets caught by that straight punch there. Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet he has been unable to string together any solid combinations. Oh!
Take him in the face!
He's got him hurt here. Oh, straight right. How about that chin? Checked. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here. He's really starting to connect, Joe, on a lot of these strikes to the midsection. Constantly a moving target. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. He's unable to connect with the left hook, Joe. He blocks the shot.
Comes right back. Lands a nice left.
Oh, he moves right into that uppercut, Joe. That is not a good look and not something that he can afford to do here moving forward. All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Back and forth we go. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Effective punch there by Adesanya. Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Nice straight right lands. Adesanya's shot there is blocked.
There's a nice kick.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
Let's fight, let's go.
Just misses with the jab.
1-2.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Adesanya. Straight right hand, no good. 90 seconds and counting in round two. Israel Adesanya gets lit up by that straight punch.
Come on, guys, let's fight, let's go. Come on.
That one hurt.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Straight right hand now, just misses. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Just misses there with the left. Oh, head kick blocked by Whitaker. Man, this dude is relentless. He just continues to pour it on. Really as aggressive as any striker on the roster. Got to be careful here, Joe, to not gas out, but you at least have to admire the approach. Very effective here in this round. Seconds winding down in round 2. 10 minutes in the books.
Here's a perfect head kick. Here's a powerful leg kick. Here's a perfectly placed leg kick. Some really well-placed strikes on display in that round.
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much. All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, he just continues to land with a high volume of strikes here. Not unlike the previous round, Joe, and at least if his body language is any indication, he is not slowing down whatsoever.
Straight punch gets through.
How about that chin?
Oh! Whitaker's in big trouble. The champ is in deep danger here. He's really hurt, and he is gonna lose his title if he can't recover. He lands a huge elbow to the head. He hurt him with that hook.
Whitaker's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there.
Tackled! Oh, that one hurt him. Nice leg kick.
Back to the jab now, no good.
Nice punch.
Oh, you gotta like that leg kick, Joe.
Tags him.
No, I know he's confident in his chin, Joe, but he left his head wide open for that returning hook there. He would be wise to start moving his feet, get on the tips of his toes, and figure out a way to get that head off the
Big shots.
He's got him hurt here. The left hook hits home. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. And he connects with the punch. 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Both men landing in that exchange.
So he's really starting to put together some significant...
Oh!
He's out. He's out.
A huge roundhouse kick for the knockout.
Yeah, Joe, that one is going to be hard to top when it comes to handing out performance bonuses late in the night. A huge kick for the knockout victory, and he couldn't have caught him much more flush. Full force, full extension, and you knew if he connected with that weapon at one point in this fight, it was going to spell the end of the night for his opponent. Mission accomplished right there.
Take a look at this from a different angle. Boom! Right on the button.
And there he is, our UFC middleweight champion of the world. What an outstanding knockout here to finish the job tonight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is told to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 9 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight
UFC history tonight as we crown a new UFC champion. Congratulations to fighter and team. And man, are they going to enjoy this one. A lot of people not giving them a chance coming in here tonight. And this is a moment that at times people just thought we wouldn't see. New champion here tonight. The longtime incumbent is out. There is a new sheriff in town in this division, and it is going to take a big performance to dethrone the new champion of this weight class.
Every second bitch I gotta use it. Sorry, but I blew it and I can't get the microphone and I make her lose it. And I make jump in the back. She in the back of the truck, little mommy wanna and she really wanna finish with it, then we go in the back of the club and we do this shit again pronto.
It is a women's bantamweight championship fight between Amanda Nunes and Holly Holm. Well, this is a belt that has changed hands quite a bit, and this #1 bantamweight contender believes it will again here tonight as she makes the walk for this title fight. She believes this title shot should have come earlier. She's not caught up in all that now, hasn't been during fight week. She's focused on the champion, and you see her staring her down right now. Crowd going crazy. She believes she is the best bantamweight in the world and believes in a matter of moments here, she will be the new champion.
As she makes her way to the octagon right now, her preparation has been perfect. She is in fantastic shape, she is focused, she is motivated, and she believes she will leave this cage tonight as the new champion of the world.
So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her. She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135.
The champion is making her way to the cage right now. Her preparation for this title bout has been absolutely according to plan. She is focused, she is in great shape, motivated, and determined to step in here and put on a championship level performance and retain her title.
All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. Nunes is 29, Holm is 36. The rest of the numbers are close. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a boxer, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. Presenting the challenger, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter. Holly! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 17 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Scheduled for 5 rounds if need be. Holm gets hit with a kick. That looked like it hurt you. Oh, how good is that jab by Nunes? Inside leg kick is there by Holly Holm. Pretty strong jab there by Nunes. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Beautiful head kick there.
Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Nunes gets touched by that kick there.
Nice jab. That one hurt.
Well, she left her head open there, Joe, and she paid for it. She continues to lean in, almost as if she's moving into the strike. She'd be wise to change up the tempo here. That sprawl is useful as she avoids the takedown attempt again. Nunes gets caught with that punch.
Oh, man, with that right leg kick. Really swung. Oh, beautiful body shot there, too. This could be it. Hard straight punch.
Nunes gets caught by the inside leg kick. A few more, and that'll leave a mark. That landed. And she lands a nice kick. She missed with that jab. Nice punch there by Holm. How about that shin?
Oh, she checked that one.
The right hook to the body.
Nice right hand to the body. Good front kick here.
Oh.
Wow. This could be it right here.
Oh!
Slightly deflected. Wow.
Oh, massive kick lands, Joe.
Looking for the high kick.
Well, she left her body wide open, Joe, and as such, she paid for it there. Beautifully placed and landed kick to the body. Let's see if she makes the adjustments here defensively to avoid absorbing any more kicks to the body. Holm gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent. Whiffs on the right hand. Holm gets caught with that punch. Big left hand lands upstairs. 1 minute to go in round one.
Tying up in the clinch here. Back to over-under.
Nunes gets the double underhooks. Hook in the clinch there by Holly Holm.
She gets the Muay Thai clinch.
Nice punch by the preacher's daughter.
Excellent knee to the body.
That knee might have landed there. Nunes gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
And from here, transitions to the Muay Thai clinch.
Holm gets caught with that punch.
Good exchanges from both fighters.
A nice slip there to avoid the punch by Nunes.
There's a body kick. Here's a nasty head kick that lands. And another perfectly placed strike. Very impressive striking going on in that round.
The lovely Brittany Palmer is with us.
You ready? You ready?
Here we are, early round 2.
Oh! This could be it! Bang! Big straight punch.
Oh!
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Oh, she lands another strike to the body, Joe. She's really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the body.
Couldn't agree with you more.
We show you the total strikes. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Well, overall, her striking has been sharp tonight. She has landed some good shots, but more often than not, Joe, she's been one and done. As yet, unable to string together significant combinations. And it's going to take a good combination to really put her opponent in harm's way. Let's see how she chooses to attack here. Joe, nice job moving that head off the center line as she slips to avoid that right hand. Well, she got kicked flush to the body there, Joe, right underneath her elbow, right underneath that guard. But it almost...
Whoa! This could be it right here. Oh!
Oh! How about that chin?
There's a single attempt. Look at this, takedown!
Nunes' eye now closing up.
Oh, she tagged her with the right hand there. Excellent movement here on the ground. She's now in half guard again.
Oh, nice jab by Nunes.
You gotta be careful when you throw the same technique over and over and over again.
Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round 1, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Nunes gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
Straight right.
That shot blocked by Holm.
Nice leg kick.
How good is her jab, Joe?
That one hurt.
Just misses with the right. And an outside leg kick lands. Found the target with that left hand, Joe. Another kick to the leg now lands. Beautiful work as usual on the feet by Nunes.
Feinting with that kick.
Nunes gets caught with that punch. Gotta shore up the defense here. Another shot lands upstairs. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Superman punch lands. Oh, nice punch there by Holm. She lands the head kick.
Excellent feint with the kick.
Nice punch there by Nunes. She landed the head kick there.
Look at that nasty jab. Whoa! This could be it.
She continues to pour it on. She is landing at will, eternally aggressive with her striking, and she also has a pretty good gas tank, so she doesn't appear to be worried about that. Again, working off of that jab.
Good combination.
Holm gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. There's the kick. Oh, that is some severe swelling. I hate to speculate, not a doctor, but you might be staring at a fractured orbital there. All right, that's the end of round number 2. So both fighters survive and advance to see a next round, but not without absorbing significant damage. Knockdowns on both sides. We'll see who can make the adjustments before this next round.
And here, a perfectly placed punch results in a knockdown. And here we see some excellent striking, great power on that punch. Incredible highlights in that round.
Ariane Celeste on hand as usual.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Oh, she got her head off the center line there, Joe. Slips the punch nicely.
Feinting with that kick.
Well, she has stayed aggressive, Joe, but she has also been efficient. This is a world-class display of striking we are witnessing tonight. How about that shin? Going to the leg kick now, and it's there. Nice job by Nunes. Oh, beautifully done there. She lands another strike to the body. Nunes gets hit by that kick to the midsection, Joe.
Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
In on a double leg takedown here. Changes her stance.
Look at feint with that punch. Look at that, right to the temple.
Back and forth we go.
Big power in that hook.
With that hook tonight. Well, she got her head snapped back with that jab, Joe, and she continues to show a vulnerability here by almost leaning right into her opponent's range. Let's see if she can move that upper body and get her head off the center line. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one.
Nice inside leg kick.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you'd want to see from her here. She's trying to keep the judges out of it. Really lighten her up now. One underhook here. Double underhooks in the clinch. We have now crossed the midpoint of this fight. Oh, how is she standing? Brutal knee to the body.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Changes her stance. Holm gets caught by that straight punch, or so it appeared, Joe. Try to establish that jab.
Big punch with the right. Oh, big shot.
Oh. And just like that, the fight is over.
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Well, Joe, she talked a lot about finishing this fight and taking the judges out of it, and she couldn't have done it much better than that. She caught her opponent flush with that kick, full force, full extension, and that spelled the end of the night for the opposition. And when it comes to her highlight reel, Joe, this is the top of the list. This is exactly what she needed here tonight.
Check it out here. Ba-boom!
Well, that knockout win is useful for the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World. She lit up this arena here tonight, and you can be sure the celebration is on and will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Holly the Preacher's Butter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we witness history here tonight. Congratulations to the new champion of the world, and you can see her emotions are spilling over, and hard to blame her given the magnitude of what she accomplished here tonight. They are all now chasing you in this division. You thought they would be for some time. Belt looks good on her. Congratulations to the new UFC champ.
Relaxing attitude. You think you brought it, we brought it too. Only difference is my cloud is too massive, reactive when actors give malice to anybody we close to. I'll approach you with a root off the already be so much we
It's a bantamweight matchup between TJ Dillashaw and Marlon Moraes. So here's the #1 bantamweight contender making his way to the octagon. Gotta be some nerves here as he gets set to compete for the UFC bantamweight title. No denying he deserves to be there. He's got the requisite win streak, he's got the finishes, he's got the popularity, the fan support. Now he needs the championship performance. We'll see if he has what it takes to unseat the incumbent.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
All right, just about ready to go with this UFC Bantamweight Championship fight as the champ makes the walk here tonight, and he certainly carries with him, Joe, the confidence of being a champion. He has successfully defended the belt now multiple times. The question is, as he gets older and the challenges get stiffer, is he still the #1 135-pound fighter in the world? Odds makers suggest that he is. We'll see what the underdog challenger has for him here tonight.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tail of the tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. Dillashaw is 2 years the elder. The rest is nearly identical. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Eve Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, presenting the challenger Marlon Magic Mirage. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, TJ Dillashaw.
UFC belts on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because it's about to go down right now.
All right, here we go. 5 rounds if needed to determine the UFC bantamweight champion. Cannot wait to see how this fight plays out. Well, some have gotten through, Joe. This shot is blocked.
He's doing a great job of blocking things here.
Counters now with an overhand left. That punch will work right through the guard. He's been working hard defensively. Kick block there.
Good inside leg kick.
He's down. Just missed with the left there. Nice slam as he gets him to the canvas. Exactly what he needed.
He's looking to pass. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Dillashaw gets double underhooks here in the clinch. Normally now he'll try to change levels and go for a takedown.
Tying him up here in the clinch.
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that.
Really threw everything into that uppercut, but fell short.
While the body was wide open, his opponent took advantage. Kick to the body lands flush. Oh!
Kick to the face. He's in deep danger right now. Deep danger. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming?
Oh, big left. Just over 3 minutes to go. Working off the jab, it's good. Midway through round 1.
Let's see if he can do something offensive from the takedown. Oh, look at this. Grabs his ankle, pulls down on his shin. Look at this, he's gonna lock him up in a triangle. He's got the knee over the ankle, pins down.
And this might just be a matter of time.
That's
and there it is.
He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he's been working on his submission game. That was really a choke that was set up perfectly. He got it sunk in deep, and his opponent was going to go to sleep if he didn't tap out, so he took the lesser of 2 evils, and he's forced to tap.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
All right, so there he is, the man they are all chasing at 135 pounds, your UFC bantamweight world champion, and what a way to get it done tonight with the submission win.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a triangle choke. And undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Marlon Magic Mirage.
Well, there's a new sheriff in town. There he is, the new UFC bantamweight champion of the world. And what a way to get the job done here tonight. as he submits the reigning defending UFC bantamweight champion. This is what you love to see. Somebody get belted in the UFC for the first time. The celebration is on in the corner of the new king of the 135-pounders. Coming up next, it's a lightweight championship fight between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. As hard a title shot to come by as there is in any UFC division is at 155 pounds. Here he is, the consensus #1 lightweight title challenger, the #1 contender, at least in terms of the rankings, getting set for a title fight here tonight. A lot of people think he is a live underdog in this championship setting. I guess we'll find out here, Joe Rogan.
As he makes his way towards this cage, he believes this is his time. He believes he is destined to take this title. His preparation for this bout has gone absolutely according to plan. He's in fantastic shape with a great game plan, and he expects to walk out of this cage tonight as the new champion.
All right, here's the UFC lightweight champion of the world defending his belt yet again. This has been one dominant 155-pound fighter, ladies and gentlemen. You know this is a belt that frequently changes hands. Well, it hasn't since it's been wrapped around this guy's waist, given all the skills he brings to the table. The question is, fighting a challenger like this, can he hold on to the belt? If he can, just another chapter in the greatness of one of the best lightweights this octagon has ever seen.
The champion is in focus right now. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this bout has been perfect. Everything ran according to plan. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Ferguson is 4 years the elder. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Cain. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, introducing the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 27 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. UFC lightweight title on the line. Ferguson gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet.
Very nice.
El Kukui gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up, Joe. Oh, that one even hurts to watch. Heavy leg kick lands flush.
Oh, he missed that kick.
Oh, and he goes switch kick to the body, Joe. Nice job there by Nurmagomedov. Worked hard for that single leg takedown. No good. That's how you defend the single leg. Nurmagomedov gets in the clinch. First takedown attempt is there. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Tries to pass, but doesn't make it. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Ferguson.
He's in half guard.
Well, just because you're on your back doesn't mean you can't throw offense. Staying busy here, you'd like to see that, Joe. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
He lands a big shot from the bottom. Trying to pass there, but he gets stopped. Excellent sweep.
And there's the shot, and there's the land. Nice takedown there by Ferguson. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Nice hammer fist there by Tony Ferguson.
And he's trying to pass.
All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one.
He's looking to take the back. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. He's going for a Darce choke from the bottom. He's got the choke sunk in. He's got it locked in tight. He's got that pretty good. That's pretty tight.
Getting tighter.
He got it. He got it. Nicely done. Set up the choke, completed the job, and got the victory.
Well, you can tell he has been working hard on his submissions in his training camp. That was a near-perfect setup on that choke. Sunk it in deep, and the opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep. He chose to tap out.
And here's the end. And here we see a beautiful example of the Darce choke for the win. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, folks, the UFC lightweight champion. And Joe, he figured to beat any 155er in the world here tonight. As clean a performance as he could have turned in. And ultimately, he gets the win by way of submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a Darce choke, and UFC lightweight champion of the world, Tony Ferguson.
Well, there is a new king of the 155-pounders, and you are looking at him, the undisputed lightweight champion. And it's one thing to come in and beat the champion. It's another thing to come in and submit him. So really an incredible result here tonight that we are still digesting, Joe. And as they celebrate in the corner, it's going to be very interesting to see who this fighter takes on next in the first defense of his 155-pound title.
so be acting gracious. Hand on my business, leave no traces. Underestimate the boy, I leave you headless, necklace. That's a fashion statement. Sweat pouring, let it mix with the gasoline. I say the spark was a fair warning. Blue to the other side of the world, I can really go and fix in a new foreign.
Coming up next, we present this heavyweight championship fight between Cain Velasquez and Jon Jones. All right, so here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, making the walk to the octagon here tonight. He is challenging the champion, whom he has bad blood with, whom he believes he is better than. And obviously, as he makes the walk here tonight, he finally has the chance to prove that he and not the champion is the man who deserves the distinction as the baddest man on the planet.
Jon Jones may very well be the greatest single talent we have ever seen inside the octagon. An incredible athlete, very intelligent and driven man. He has all of the ingredients of greatness.
People think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the octagon has ever seen.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Velasquez is 5 years the elder. He weighed in at 240 pounds. Jones will have a 7-inch reach advantage. We go inside the octagon. Here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yanosaki. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see new fighter, only with a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the challenger, Jon Jones. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez!
All right, this is for the championship bout. I want you guys to do a clean fight. Follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Good luck tonight.
All right, here we go. I am fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming, and they're finally going to get after it.
Here you go. First round, you ready?
All right, here we go. UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Let's see which man exits as the consensus baddest man on the planet. Opens with the inside leg kick. Effective punch there by Jones. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Oh, well-placed leg kick. Well-timed, too.
Big kick by John. Hit him with the jab.
Slips the punch. Well, he ate a pretty big head kick there, Joe. He's got to be careful moving forward, moving into striking.
Oh! He is stumbling. Clean knee to the body lands. Oh! The champion is hurt here. He is in big trouble. He's trying to cover up. We might be seeing a new champ right now.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Excellent posture.
Oh, postures up and now goes with the big strike to the body. Well done there by Cain Velasquez. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Right back in a full guard. Oh, he's going for a guillotine. He's locking that choke in. That choke is deep. Can he get it? Stunning. Stunning.
Do it.
And he really made it look easy. Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, Joe, we could barely get the Fight Clock sponsor out, and the submission comes here in round one. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He knew his opponent would know what was coming. It was going to be takedown attempts in bunches, but he couldn't stop the early shot, and he certainly couldn't stop the submission. So great effort and even better technique here tonight.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, the baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion of the world, a title that every heavyweight wants. He has it after the win by submission here tonight. He leaned on the grappling, and he got the job done in a big way.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, John.
So how about it? There is a new baddest man on the planet, the new UFC heavyweight champion. And he didn't just come in here and win on points here tonight. He submitted the defending, reigning UFC heavyweight champion, takes the belt into his corner, and this is just an amazing moment for fighter and coach and team. The celebration is on for the new UFC heavyweight champion of the world.